Thank you for watching this Slay the Brother video. My name is Killtrap. My twin, Soviet Green, and I think my twin, Soviet Green, and I, make videos about Magic the Gathering. Today I want to go over ninjas. Well, not really ninjas, but Kaito and Nashi. Those are our two ninjas. So this is really just a Kaito Dimir mid-range deck. It's kind of grindy, as you can see from the card list right now. We're focused on making them discard cards. We have 3 copies of Duress. We have 3 copies of Thoughtstalker Warlock. Thoughtstalker Warlock is cool. They're a 2/2 for 3 mana with Menace, which isn't bad for black. It's nothing fancy to write home about. But when they enter the battlefield, an opponent discards a card. But if they lost life this turn, we get a look in their hand and choose what they discard, which is great for us. Because between Stalker Warlock and Duress, we can take out things like Planeswalkers, Board Wipes, or even the removal that gets past Hexproof. Then our other discard card is Skullcap Snail. I was trying Deep Cavern Bat out here. I really was. But Deep Cavern Bat has this invisible text line on them. And if you listen really closely to them, put your ear up to them like a conch shell, you can hear them say, "I can't block." You hear that? They cannot block. I mean, they can, but you kind of fuck yourself once you do. And when the whole point of this deck is to ninjutsu Kaito, Bane of Nightmares, onto the battlefield, it's just kind of annoying to have to, now I got a plan, like, I have this card here, they're my only creature, but I don't want them to get their board wipe back, or I don't want them to get their removal back. You know, so I ended up just wanting someone that was going to get rid of the card for good, even if they get to choose it. And at the end of the day, they still get to exile it, which is good for us when it comes to Reanimator decks, especially with Orzhov Reanimator. I had one match against them, and it kind of took me by surprise. I forgot what they were capable of. I wasn't expecting the turn 4 Reanimation, and here comes Valgavoth on their turn 4. I don't know if that was my turn, if I was on the draw or if I was on the go, but I really felt like I whiffed that match once I saw what happened. I was like, wow. I know I had a chance to pull this out of my ass, but I was too slow. So then our next creature is Mockingbird. It's great to have a 1-drop that's hard to block just for the ninjutsu. So getting a creature with flying or a death touch is very important. I was using Tiny Bones at first. They're cool because they get a little bit of removal, but for blocking. And they have that cool ability to pull things out of the graveyard. But we get a cast Mockingbird for 2. We get a cast Mockingbird for 3. We make them discard a card. And then our other 2 creatures, they're kind of the Dimir Tempo Bashers, and they also give us a little bit of card advantage. First, we have Silent Hall Creeper. They've got 3 modes we could have picked from when they deal combat damage. We can beef them up, we can draw a card, or we can make them become a copy of another target creature. I haven't had the chance to do this with another Silent Hall Creeper in play, but I think you can just copy your Silent Hall Creeper into a Silent Hall Creeper and reset the process. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments down below, though. Because that would be pretty fucking bonkers, and I would love to get the chance to pull that off. But then we have Nashi, Searcher in the Dark. And what they do is they're a 2/2 with Menace for 2 mana, 1 blue, 1 black. Whenever they deal combat damage to a player, you mill that many cards from your library. Then you may choose an enchantment or a legendary card from them and put in your hand. If no card is put there this way, they get a 1/1 counter. So they kind of are this card advantage and Dimir and Tempo Basher that we need. And then our final creature is, I have 2 copies of Enduring Curiosity in here. They are great for card advantage, especially when we're going up against the control decks. If we have them in our hand after they lay down a wipe, or we're making them, making them discard a bunch of their cards, now we're winning on the resource race. Azura's Control really, really fucking hates that. And it's also just nice to have a big body with flash. Let's get real. A lot of our creatures aren't big bodies. Kaito has a nice body, especially once we start using their +1 and we give them that +1/+1. Now they're not just a 3/4, they're a 4/5, and we can keep making them stronger. And this helps beef up Nashi as well. It's not going to get anyone else. We're not using Leyline of Transformation in this deck, or whatever, the blue Leyline. So as far as removal goes, though, because we are going to need some of that, I have Rana's Vortex, just 2 copies. It will return a creature to a player's hand. If we pay the kicker, though, or return a creature or Planeswalker to a player's hand. If we pay the kicker, though, which is 2 and 1 black, so for 4 mana, we can shuffle a creature or Planeswalker into an opponent's library, which is great for reanimation as well. Our next removal spell is Bitter Triumph. Now this could easily be subbed out for Go for the Throat. I usually have no problem paying 3 life because I'm a crazy suicidal player. And, you know, if I have the extra land, I'll definitely discard that. But, you know, it's just nice to have the option to kill a creature with no limitations and a Planeswalker. As you've seen, you know, because we're a mid-range deck, I do want to keep Planeswalkers in mind, even though they're not, like, all over the meta. You know, we run into a Dimir control deck and a Zora's control deck. They're definitely going to have Planeswalkers. And, you know, there's a few other nifty Planeswalkers. Mono Black has Liliana. They love her. We love to get rid of her right away. She just destroys our resources. She builds up and makes it so we can't get the creatures on the field we need. And the next thing you know, they play a demon, and we can't catch up to them. So we want to get rid of Liliana as soon as possible. The last removal is Nowhere to Run. I feel like 3 copies is a lot. Like, I don't know, like a lot of deck lists, 2 I think is great. And, you know, the reason I have the 3rd copy in here is because of Nashi. It'll let me pull an enchantment out. So there's removal I can pull out with them, which is pretty cool. But also, you know, -3/-3, gets rid of Hexproof, gets rid of Ward. That's great. All of those are great for us, especially with Boros enchantments. And since Leyline is now banned, Boros auras, Mardu auras, those are going to be the go-to aggro decks that we now have to watch out for. So Nowhere to Run is going to be a great counter to their Sheltered by Ghost. Then we have 2 copies of Negate in here. I have 3 copies. I did have 2 copies of Negate and 1 copy of 2 Steps Ahead, but I ended up almost never using 2 Steps Ahead to counter a creature, or, you know, it was almost always a non-creature spell. So I just dropped it out for the Negate, and I switched the 2 Steps Ahead into my sideboard, which it looks like we're about to get into. I don't have anything too fancy for the lands. I like Plaza of Heroes just to make them indestructible, make them hexproof, little cute shit like that. I put Mirrex in there just in case we need to get the unblock, you know, the token, 2 Ninjutsu out. I don't have the man land in here, though. I felt like needing 5 lands to get that land to attack because it costs 4 mana to transform it. Yeah, it's useful, and definitely maybe if I was doing more best of 3, I would fit that in here just for that. But this is a best of 1 with a best of 3 sideboard and best of 3 recommendations. So we're going to use Mirrex as opposed to the man land. So for the sideboard, yes, 2 copies of 3 Steps Ahead. This is going to be great for control decks. We have another counter we can use against them. We have card advantage against them. That's cool. You know, either Disfigure or Cut Down. I had Disfigure in here because Leyline decks were a big thing at the time. I may switch it to Cut Down, though, depending on how the meta changes. An extra copy of Duress and Tiny Bones. Those are going to be great for really for mono black matchups. They're going to be making us discard cards. Let's make them discard cards as well. Let's give creatures they don't want us to keep on the field. That way we can, because they're going to be killing our creatures. So, you know, just having an extra creature helps. We're also going to want to squeeze in the extra copy or 2 of Enduring Innocence, Enduring Curiosity against them. Ghost Vacuum. I have 1 copy of this and 2 copies of Soul Guided Lantern. Ghost Vacuum is cool, don't get me wrong. I just didn't think I wanted to dedicate all my graveyard hate in my sideboard to Ghost Vacuum. Soul Guided Lantern can destroy their whole graveyard, and if you don't need to get rid of their graveyard, it will still let you draw a card. But Ghost Vacuum is cool because you can tap it, exile a single card from a graveyard. And then if you pay 6 mana and tap it, sacrifice it, you can put each creature card exiled with it onto the battlefield under your control, but they're all 1/1 spirits in addition to their other types. That's still pretty cool, though, and especially if you were working in the ley line of transformation into this ninja deck, because I've seen people do that before, as opposed to Enduring Curiosity. You got to make all your creatures ninjas. So Ghost Vacuum could be like an alt win con for that strategy. Choking Miasma, I had 2 copies in here, and mainly it is, you know, another kind of aggro stopgap. It's not going to be that great against them. The main deck synergy I'm watching out for here is those Azorius enchantment decks that make a lot of gremlins. I don't run into them all the time, but when we do and they start making those gremlins out the ass, it can be kind of hard for us to sneak by and pull ninjutsu off. And there's just way too many creatures for us to use Kaito's -2 and tap target creature and put 2 stun counters on it. Oh, we're going to tap the creature that makes more tokens, so the token's going to attack Kaito. That doesn't make sense. So then, you know, Liliana the Veil, she's also going to be great for mono black, for control. Just anybody where you feel like you may want to grind down their resources a bit more, and they may have trouble keeping up with her -2. Or you just feel like maybe you can drop her and just keep +1, keep +1, keep +1. Fuck it if we're top decking. They're going to do worse if they're top decking. And then, yeah, finally, I have a copy of Enduring Curiosity. We go up against a control deck. Yes, let's throw the other copy in, just in case they counter it or they find a way to exile it. Now we have it in our back pocket if we need it, and we can win that resource race against them. So yeah, that's just a quick overview of the deck and the sideboard that I had made for it. With, you know, these are the best of 3 recommendations. I believe in this thing I'm running 22 lands. Yes, I'm running 22 lands. The land smoother still hates me. I've still had a few matches where it's like, only lands. Half my cards are lands. And I don't feel like you need 6 lands on turn 6 with this deck. Like, we cap at 4. And, you know, cards I kind of wanted to put in here was like a copy of Grixis Command. Just cheeky shit like that. The card that taps all creatures and you can pay 2 extra to cast it with Flash. But, you know, if I was playing best of 3 more, yeah, I'd have the singletons in here, man. You want to keep people on their toes. In best of 1, I just never really care too much about singletons. Azor's Control hates this deck. We just make them discard everything. I don't even know if that was Azor's Control we just went up against. Okay, we got 2 Duresses. We got a Thoughtstalker. We got a Mockingbird. I think I'll keep this. I guess the question is, do we turn 1 Duress them? Do we Mockingbird? And I think we'll Duress, then next turn Mockingbird and Duress. See, dude, I've almost thought about putting 4 Duresses in this deck. Not gonna lie. Okay. We will destroy Split. Get rid of Split Up. I wish I had seen Helping Hand. Oh, wait, Recommission was in here. Fucking cunt. I should have gotten rid of that. Okay, we can get rid of that next turn. Play Mockingbird. Then get Recommission out of their hand and see what else they got in their hand. They got 2 Recommissions. Son of a bitch. What's in their graveyard? Nothing's in their graveyard yet. Damn it, I was kind of hoping for another land, because I was going to swing and hit them with a fucking Thoughtstalker. How is it I just got only lands in that last game, and now I'm sitting here at 2 lands? We'll get a land soon. Yeah, you're going to unsummon him. Now, if they get into the land, they could just play their Haughty Djinn, which wouldn't be a bad call. I guess I can clone my Silent Hall Creeper next turn. Gosh, they're just as bad on the lands as we are. Yeah, we'll get 2 Silent Hall Creepers out here. We want to draw a card. We want that land. Beefing up is nice. Yes! Next turn, we Kaito. We Ninjutsu. Oh, man, they are fucked. Should I Thoughtstalker them, really? Try to get that out of their hand? They may counter my Thoughtstalker. So we'll get another Mockingbird in our hand. Beef up our creatures. +1 Kaito. Now we can swing for lethal next turn if they can't kill our creeper. Nice. Or was that lethal? No, that would have been just under lethal. Oh no, yeah, duh. I could have one-upped him and swung for lethal. Dude, what is with these garbage hands? Fuck. I've got 22 lands, not 26. I promise. Alright, Dimir, probably control. Get the fuck out of here! Oh, I thought that was a different one. If I draw another land, this video is over. Removal, then I draw land. Good. Dude, I was real. Oh my god, I was gonna be so fucking mad. You have no idea. Okay, we'll drop these guys first. I know it's always nice to look in their hand, but next turn I'm gonna drop Skull Cap Snail and hold on to my negate. Yeah. I don't like having so many fucking lands. This is stupid. Okay, there's a Thought Stalker. That may not be bad, actually. Let's see what's in your hand. Counter, poison counter, draw a card. I guess I'll get rid of one of your counters. Maybe you'll try to counter a spell of mine. Oh, this ain't gonna go good for you. So we're gonna drop Skull Cap. They're not gonna counter it because they know I can pay the mana. But they don't know it would actually be better if they tried to counter it, made me pay the mana. This is gonna be when they scoop. This is gonna be after Kaito goes down. They're like, fuck it, I'm out. You know what I should do is tap that creature so they can't force an extra poison counter on me. That will actually help me out a little bit, because you never know. They may have like have some plan to swing, get that poison counter on me. Yeah, it would have cost less. Let's see if we can clear out your hand. Or should I just hold on to a counter spell in case they have a non-creature card next turn? Maybe that's what I should do. I don't know though, clearing out their hand is pretty fun. That kind of is the point of the deck. You may think that's a good card. That may be a good card in your hand. Let's see, I want to know what it is. You have one, bring the ending. Oh, that's not a bad. That wouldn't give you some card advantage. That would have been nice. Oh yeah, it's over. Unless you got some kind of board wipe in there. No, you're infect. I'm usually not seeing them use Pestilent Siphoner, I don't think. But I guess it's cool that it's a creature with flying. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. I don't know. Especially going second, I really don't know. We have no one-mana interaction, no creature. I have a creature. Okay, gosh. I guess, fucking I'm gonna get rid of Enduring Curiosity. It's nice to have them, don't get me wrong. But, yeah, if we can make them discard cards, the more the merrier. Ah, damn it. So many buttons to press just to cast one card. Confirm 0. Auto pay. Confirm. Cast. Yes. So, Dan, are we gonna be food? Okay. You still have to discard, but I'll take the map tokens. Come on, let me use my Thought Stalker. Yeah, let me use my Thought Stalker. I love this guy. When I say like ass, gas, or grass to be in a deck, this guy is grass for me because they really make me feel comfy. I get to be the aggressor and I get rewarded for it. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, I don't know what to do here.
We'll get rid of their removal, I guess, because the second they play one of those, they can cast that with the kicker next turn. Our best bet is to try to counter that the first turn they play it. So we're going to put a map token on our Thought Stalker. Actually, yeah, we'll put a map token on our bird. Nice. We got a ninja next turn. We're gonna counter that fucking... Yes. Counter the fuck out of that. Counter the fuck out of that. Counter the fuck out of that. Should we draw a card? Should we? We should just go for the beef. I think we should just go for the beef. Get some strength there. 4 mana. Well, they'll be at 4 mana, 5 mana, something like that. They'll be playing their Wandering Emperor soon enough. We want to get them dead before that. Come on, give me power. Give me power. Yes, power. They can't play Wandering Emperor next turn. Maybe they'll have a board. Maybe they'll have more removal though. Good, she's gone. They may have a board wipe though, but even if they have a board wipe, we have a 5/6 ninja that they did not board wipe. I think we're good. I think we got this Overlord deck kicked in the nuts. Yeah, kick them all the down, guys. Kick them all the down. That is the way of the ninja. The way of the ninja. Alright, first match of the day. Oh. We miss Nick. Okay, wow, only blue. We go first. That's not good. Okay, that's a lot better. A lot of lands, so I know what I'm going to mulligan. I've got hand hate, though, so... No Kaito, though. We want Kaito. We love getting Kaito. I think I'm going to get rid of Merrick's. Hopefully not heavy control and just keep me pinned down. Then I'll be like, man, I wish I kept Merrick's. We go first, though, so we can look in their hand. Did they mulligan, too? I think they mulliganed as well. Nice, that's good for us. Get Lost or Sunfall. Let's make them ditch Get Lost. We're going to destroy their fucking hand. Next turn it's Skullcap Snail. And then it's Mockingbird. Eek. Hopefully, yeah, and you can't discard your Atraxa because they're Exa. Oh, did you not know it did that or do you not care? Maybe they're not Reanimator. I was literally just complaining about this. First match of the day. Hey, you know what you want, Wes? Only lands. Only lands. But hey, we gotta work the synergy off with the Mockingbird. That's cool. We're just fucking fuck their hand up. Alright, give me a Kaito next turn. Give me a fucking Kaito. That would be so awesome. I want to swing before I do anything. I just don't know. We'll play this guy. They may kill them, but that's fine with me. It's either that or start building up an army of 1/1s. Let's see, what's in their exile pile? Okay, Overlord and Atraxa. Okay. We're not going to play this other land. We want to use it to make them think we got more than we got. Alright, we got an enchantment creature, so that's cool. We will play that land now. And then we got the flash enchantment creature, so we play them next turn, at the end of their turn. See if they counter it. No? Man, what do you got? I don't think they have anything. I think we just destroyed their hand, and now they're sitting there waiting for that third land so they can get their temporary lockdown. Yes! Kaito. Fucking cunt. Isn't that awesome? That's just so awesome. So I guess we'll play Plaza of Heroes and play Kaito. Just hard cast Kaito. That way they're on the field next turn. That way, even if they hit us with the temp lockdown, we still got shit we can do. And yeah, they know that. Nice. It's great when you can just destroy their hand like you're a mono black deck and then swing at them like a normal Dimir tempo. Yeah, I just went into our stats and I didn't even have this recording. So, you know, we only have 12 matches with this, but we're at a 67% win rate and 78 on the play, 33 on the draw. So obviously, you know, it does work better for us to go first. But when we plan on wearing down their hand, I think that really does substantially increase your chances of winning if you go first. You know, it is the most aggressive way to not be an aggro deck is to have a 1 mana hand hate, 2 mana hand hate, 3 mana hand hate, and then ways to repeat the process. Yeah, nobody likes dealing with that. There we are. Yeah, we actually do really good against control decks, which was surprising to me. I've only fought a few, you know, aggro decks, so I don't know if this is enough data, but I think we had enough interruption for them that even back when Leyline of Resonance was around in Standard Best of 1, unless they had that nut turn 2 kill, we were able to hold them back. And even if they had it, sometimes we probably could hold them back. So, yeah, I don't think that card was as much of a problem as we let it be. But yeah, at the end of the day, this deck really does do great. I would say the worst matchups are like grindy, black, and Golgari decks. So we're going to make you discard cards as well. It seems like we're going for the same thing, except for instead of the stealth and ninjutsu and soft control that we have, they have the hard bashers. And that may win at the end of the day. But also, you know, sideboarding. That's why sideboarding is important. Put in the hard counters. Put in more removal. Things like that. Just give us the edge over the decks we don't do good against. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to leave it a like. Check out our channel. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome decks. I hope you guys really enjoy this deck and that this actually helps you make your own brew. Or maybe you just copy and paste it and take it for a few runs and stand it yourself. Either way, I know you'll have a blast.